What's up, dude?
How much?
I missed you, dude. It's been a long week.
I missed you too.
How's your week, man?
It was long, very, very long.
Well, it's about to be longer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special guest today. She was very adamant about coming onto the show. She's been hearing a lot of what you have to say, brother. She's not happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together at home or in the safety of your car or wherever you're at to Mackenzie. So I'm going to let her come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to just start it off and talk about Zendaya?
She's a great actor. Yeah. She was great in Dune and, the Spider-Man films. I haven't seen Challengers yet to see how she...
Well, because I said you couldn't. So, I just wonder why. Why?
Why what?
Why can't you?
Why can't I what?
Can't you see it?
I mean, I can go see it. I just,
If you want to be single.
Well, that's not how that works.
What about Margot Robbie?
She's the best Harley Quinn we've gotten.
Did you say your favorite scene from Suicide Squad is the one where she only had a bra on?
Did not say that. That's lies.
Princess Leia?
Yeah, you got me on that one. Yeah. She's hot.
Not going to defend yourself?
No.
Padme. It's like he wants to die.
Well, I mean, as Padme, that's like me going to Mike and saying, "Why you calling Selena Gomez hot?"
Mike's not my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Keira Knightley. Do I look anything like these women?
Okay, well, first off...
Well, nothing, no.
Because,
nothing,
thing.
no.
Here's the thing. I grew up watching them. So, there was even before high school, before I met you. So, it's not a wonderful day.
Yeah. Speaking of wonderful days, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Movie Night Podcast. Opening off with a bang today.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling, buddy? That was rough. That was rough to watch.
It was pretty rough, but
breakups are never easy. Hey, but this is gonna be a good episode today because Mike's back behind the camera where he belongs.
Yes.
Everybody from the last video was extremely upset about what Mike had to say.
Yeah.
And lit him up.
Yeah. We even ordered him a shirt that says "Couch Superman" now.
Hashtag. Oh my god.
Get that rolling.
If that was you, shout out because that's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was hilarious.
Actually, speaking of which, I did want to take a second. Thank you to everybody who's been watching.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Some of our videos have been really going off recently, and it's been nice.
It has been.
Our Star Wars video and our Zack Snyder video, both doing really well, and we appreciate it. Really,
yes, we do.
So thank you guys for watching. It's not going to be this jank forever. We're currently in the process of still trying to get some new equipment and stuff, but
get better chairs. Better lighting, better cameras,
better producers.
This seat's nice, but it's a little sunken in from Mike sitting in it, so it's
right. I felt that too at the week I came back.
It feels like
it's weird.
I feel lower than I normally am.
That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyways, we're talking about Planet of the Apes today. All of them. But obviously more prominently is where we're going to be talking about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the newest installment to the Planet of the Apes franchise. I just got out of the theater literally a half hour ago.
It's fresh in his mind.
Yes, very fresh.
I've only seen it once so far, but
I did take notes, so I have kind of my thoughts on it and what I wanted to do, what I wanted to talk about. So hopefully this will jog some thoughts of that what you had too. And we're going to talk about the old ones. We're going to talk about the old trilogy with Ceasar and whatever. We'll talk about it all today. But
Yes.
first and foremost, what did you think about Kingdom?
I loved it. I thought it did what it needed to do in terms of world building, laying the story and the foundation for where they're going to take us on this next trilogy.
I agree. You had mentioned to me previously that you thought it was a bit slow, and I could agree with that. I do feel like the conflict of the movie didn't appear till a little bit later.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we get some pretty heavy things. Obviously, major spoilers ahead.
Oh, yeah.
For Kingdom and any of the other
Yep.
Apes movies we're talking about. So,
Yep.
you haven't seen them yet, you should probably go watch them and then come back.
Yeah.
But if you don't care, then keep watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it was cool. The CGI is insane, now, dude.
It is so good.
Like Marvel, step it up, dude.
Right.
Oh
Like,
my god.
You know,
Like,
it just when
You
you
remember
give-
that close up of when he's looking through the telescope and his
Yes,
eye?
yes.
Dude, that's insane.
Yes.
It's insane.
It is crazy. And then my favorite character that was Raka.
Raka, dude. Yeah, Raka.
Raka is
You think he's dead?
no. He's definitely not. Did you didn't stay till the end, did you? Like through
is there an end credit scene?
There's not a scene, but there is a sound of an orangutan.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So he's definitely coming back
Because that's
and
Maurice. That's
That's
Noah's Maurice.
Yeah,
Which,
that's-
okay, I do have a bone to pick with this. Noah? That's his name?
yeah. It's spelled Noa, but
Like, Noah's the name of white kids I went to high school with, bro.
yeah, it's kind of like Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why would you even name... why would you name anybody a living creature Mike?
Yeah, I mean, because
let
they're
alone-
all like he's Noah, and then you got Raka, you have Proximus Caesar.
Yeah, I know. There's so many other... Suna, Anaya.
Anaya,
Like,
and then I
even
mean
the human guy.
oh yeah, what's his?
I don't even remember. Don't even...
The girl is May, but
May.
I mean,
But like, still, it's there's so many other cooler names. Like, if you were gonna go the whole Roman route, you could have gone with somebody else. Like, I don't know, Noah. Although I do see the connection with Noah and like the Ark, right?
yeah, I had thought
Like
about that
freeing-
too. Yeah,
You know, kind of that type of thing. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, yeah. As far as his name, it's a little.
I just didn't think it was as powerful as Caesar. So we're gonna talk about Kingdom. Go a little bit into more of the spoiler stuff. There's a lot to talk about for this first one. So sorry, Mike. You're gonna have to.
What did you think about the Eagles?
Yeah. So this movie takes place. First of all, movie opens with Caesar's funeral, because if you didn't know, at the end of War for the Planet of the Apes, Caesar dies, passes away.
R.I.P.,
After
my
he
boy.
knows that, you know, all of his apes are safe and everyone's okay, then he just kind of slowly passes
Yeah.
away after Maurice gives him permission to die, which I think is very humble of Caesar, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, we'll talk about that when we get to War for the
Right,
Planet of the Apes.
right.
yeah.
But whatever. We're getting right. So we start with the funeral, Caesar's funeral. Okay, and I think this is not only saying goodbye to Caesar as the character, because he's no longer the main character anymore of this trilogy. This is saying goodbye to the old trilogy completely.
Yeah.
This whole world that we've been knowing for the past 3 movies, it's gone.
Like, you know, like, I mean, I really would have liked to have seen Cornelius, his son.
Yeah, me too.
And, like, you know,
Me too.
how he led them further into it. But,
But I do think that this movie is telling us that there was really nothing prominent that happened in
During
between
those-
in those years.
which they never specifically state. It just says many generations
Yes.
later. But I've heard 300 years after he
I don't know
died.
if that's true.
I don't think that's true at all. I think,
That seems way too long.
I think maybe like 150. Maybe,
I could see that. That I
maybe,
could see.
But I don't think it's 300
Because
years.
it's 300 years as you're getting later into the movie. It doesn't really make a whole lot of
Yeah.
sense.
No, not at all.
But whatever, right? So then we get to this really cool, after Caesar dies, we get to this really cool shot of this giant scape, and it looks like mountains, but they're not mountains, they're buildings.
Yeah.
They're still...
Is it San Francisco? That's San Francisco.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it's all San
They're kind of
Francisco.
bouncing around to weird places. I
Yeah.
noticed an airport.
Yeah.
There's an airport where he meets Raka.
Yeah.
And I noticed
The bunker.
the bunker is like a naval base.
yeah.
There's
I think it's
the observatory that they're in.
I don't know why I keep asking. I can just look it up.
But yeah, there's a lot of different. So anyway, so this clan, there's now different clans. There's sub clans of apes, which we did near California.
So, yeah, it's definitely San Francisco.
I mean, that's where the original.
Yeah.
That's where Caesar left and became, whatever. But so now there's, because okay, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Sorry. So we saw a division of the apes happening back in the original trilogy, obviously with Koba and Caesar splitting up the two. So it would only make sense that there are other factions that would kind of split off from that. And I do like that there are parallels to the other characters from the other, the other trilogy. Like obviously Noah would be our Caesar.
Yeah, because did you notice too on Noah that he has like that birthmark on his chest like Caesar?
And his face is very Caesar.
Very
like,
Caesar.
He looks a lot like Caesar.
I mean, Wes Ball, the director, he did a phenomenal job, but he said that he never clearly stated that it was Caesar's descendant.
Yeah, but they don't really need to.
No, they don't. And I've been seeing a lot of people say, well, what if Proximus Caesar is actually a descendant? And what if Noah's a descendant of Koba? Like,
that would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting because he also does not like humans.
No.
Or as this movie calls them, echoes. They're not humans, they're echoes, which I think is really interesting to call them that. A couple other things I want to touch on in my notes here. So obviously our main characters that we follow mainly throughout the story is Noah, Anaya, Suna. That's the trio of friends that we see in the very beginning of the movie. May is the human. Raka is our Maurice, definitely.
Yes.
But he talks a lot more and he's a lot funnier.
He's so funny.
Well, Maurice is plenty funny.
Oh,
but
But Maurice never actually spoke. It was always...
No, he did. He spoke one word in Dawn, and then he spoke to Caesar when he told him he could pass away.
Sorry.
And then Proximus Caesar, who is... He's up there. He's a good villain.
Oh, yeah.
He's cool. One thing I do want to talk about really quick, it's kind of a side tangent, but kind of not. I love how these movies really make you agree with the apes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's like, I don't need humans.
Like, no, straight up. But when I left the theater, I was like, if that happened today, like if that was like a real situation, another being was taking over the earth other than humans, I think I'd be all right with it.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely would.
Like, it wouldn't... You, as you're watching the movies, you're like, you care more about the apes than the humans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's really crazy. So that's just great writing on their end, to be honest.
To get me to sit there and cheer for the apes to take over humans.
Yeah.
That's great.
And you really don't, when humans die,
oh yeah,
you don't give a shit.
No, I'm just like,
all.
oh, yes.
You're just like, okay,
cool.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Sweet.
But when Caesar dies, I cry.
Oh my, yeah. Or like when I thought Rocket was going to die.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, bro, I'm freaking out. I'm tweaking. And then nothing happens. And I'm like, oh, I think that's genius writing.
Yeah, it is.
So we're not going to go deep, like as of cut as Pirates was, because that was fucking crazy.
No. I was talking to my mom about this. You know how, do you think Proximus survived?
I was wondering the same thing.
I think he did.
Although I wouldn't really like if they brought back a villain because they've never done that.
Here's what I think they could do with it is they left it very open-ended to where they could say, yeah, no, he's dead. He's not coming back ever. Or they could make, like, say they do the next movie and it's good, but then they get to the third final one and they don't really have a straight villain, or they don't really have a coherent way that they're going to go. They could bring him back.
I see. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It's been done to death.
No, it has.
It has. So I'm not gonna. I don't know. I wouldn't really particularly root for that. We didn't really see a whole lot of Proximus in this movie.
No.
He's not really in the movie a whole lot.
No, it's more about Noah and May and Raka.
Yeah, and you had also said to me personally, off camera, that this movie is very big on world building, and it definitely does that a lot in this movie. So. Yeah, that's cool.
Like the part where like Noah, when he's talking to Anaya and Suna, and he was like, "The elders didn't tell us everything."
Yeah,
about
no.
the
And that's something I
humans.
do want to talk about. That's a great segue into the next thing I have in my notes here is that, dude, Caesar is like Jesus.
Oh yeah.
He, like, straight up, Mike's laughing at me, but if you've watched the movies, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. No,
He is the Jesus of apes.
Yeah.
And that's not like me being funny, like I'm being for real.
No, and
there is
they-
full on religions based on Caesar in this new world.
And just like in the real world, the different clans are taking his
Yes.
words one way and then
Yes.
another way, and they're spinning it and twisting
Yep.
it, and that's why Raka is an amazing character.
Yeah.
and I love
And
him.
the order of Caesar, like, dude, apes are evolving past a point or even talking and things like that, or even, dude, they're forming religions.
Yeah,
The order of Caesar,
yeah,
where they're following Caesar's word exactly for what he said. And it's weird because we know who Caesar was.
Yeah.
We know how he behaved.
Yeah.
So it's weird, like, to think about that, like, we as humans, we have religion too.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't know the person of that religion that is based on.
Yeah.
So we can't say what the real word of whoever was.
Yeah.
Neither can Raka. He doesn't know either. But it's just weird. It's really kind of weird to me, and I think it's really cool. I think they did it really well.
Oh, they did. They knocked it out the park.
Like, there's Raka is explaining to Noah later when they find him. And we're kind of all over the place for this because, I mean, we're assuming if you just watched the episode, you just saw the movie or you don't care. So go watch the movie, I guess, if you want to know the timeline of it. But there are other, like, Raka is explaining to Noah that Caesar, he basically calls it blasphemous that Proximus Caesar is even using his name.
Oh yeah,
Like that they're killing apes and all these things in the name of Caesar, because every time they do something, they go for Caesar.
yeah.
And it's not for that's
Oh, yeah,
not what
like-
Caesar would want, and that's exactly what Koba did too in Dawn. That's exactly what he did. He framed the whole thing, and then when he was starting the war against the humans, he said, "Fight for Caesar." That's insane to me, and that's why I don't think it's 300 years in the future. That's way too long.
No, I mean even,
And we'll get to the humans too. That's a whole other thing.
even IMDb says it's 300 years after. I really just don't think.
I
That's
don't
true.
believe that.
really
I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I mean, even the part like when Noah, when
the
he's-
humans are the biggest ripple in that timeline because that doesn't make sense.
No, yeah.
I don't believe that for 300 years humans would still be like that.
Oh,
Or
yeah, like
they
at
would
the
either
end?
be be extinct or they would be coming back as another prosperous
Yeah.
thing. And after 300 years, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, the part with Noah after his egg breaks because they have to have an egg. 'Cause
Yeah,
his
that's a
clan
whole
is the
thing.
bird clan.
There's a whole thing in the beginning of the movie where they're looking for eggs for birds because it's a bond they share, and
Yeah.
you have to. They all get to like call falcons or no the eagles.
Eagles.
They're eagles.
Eagles.
They're eagles. Yeah.
When he goes back to the city at night after he runs into May at the camp and his egg breaks to get his own egg,
Yeah, that
and then
part
he
was so-
finds
Like that. That's what I'm talking about, right? Like that's what I mean by when I say like I care about what happens to the apes and whatever. Like
Like, when
I
his
knew
egg-
that the egg was important to him.
when his egg broke. I went,
No, yeah, I literally gasped in the theater.
I was like, oh god.
I was like,
yeah.
because like the repercussion. I don't even know the full repercussions of it. I don't know what that means if his egg breaks, but like I know that that's important to him, and I care
Yeah.
about him. So I already, you
And
know,
his dad is like the bird master.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck about his dad. I don't care.
No, I don't either.
No. We knew him for approximately 5 minutes.
Yeah. I was a little like sad when he died, but just because I knew the effect it was going to have on Noah.
I knew. I do like this writing because when his dad dies, which we don't even get a name for him, we don't even get a name for a lot of the characters, like the gorilla, Proximus's right hand man. They don't even say his name in the movie. I'm 90% sure. If they do, it's very subtle.
Yeah, I don't see one.
He's just the gorilla guy.
Yeah, I don't
But
see one.
he anyway, the dad passes away from the gorilla guy. He gets killed, and Noah wakes up the next morning and he's really sad about his home, and he's looking around. His whole home is destroyed. It's been burned down, whatever. And he goes up to his dad, and he doesn't cry. He doesn't make a whole big emotional scene because the writers know that we don't give a fuck about this character because we didn't know him.
Silva.
So what?
Silva.
Silva is his name?
Yeah.
They never say that.
No, yeah, I don't even remember that being said.
They never say that name.
No.
So yeah, but like I like how it's just Noah just kind of sits there and he just kind of looks at his dad and kind of just accepts.
Yeah.
He skips all 5 stages of grief and just goes right to acceptance.
Yeah. And he goes to find the rest of his.
And he doesn't swear revenge, and this is why I think he's a descendant of Caesar.
Yeah. Because
his first thought isn't I'm going to go kill them.
Yeah.
Like Caesar's was
Yeah.
in war. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
He says
he's going to get them back.
I'm going to go get them back and bring them home.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
And I think that is a very good distinction between the two characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to mention, like I said, like he looks a lot like Caesar.
Yeah.
Proximus looks a lot like Koba. Yeah. Although Koba never really had a child, not that I know of.
Yeah.
I don't think Koba ever had offspring.
And honestly, I kind of looked at Proximus and kind of saw or thought he was more of like a gorilla.
No, he's not. He's a chimp.
Like he was.
He's a chimp.
He's a big fucker.
He's a big one, but he's a chimp.
Dude is big and gray. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think I'm pretty sure he's a chimp.
Okay.
He moves like a chimp in his body.
Yeah. I mean, the guy who plays him is massive.
Yeah, that too.
So that probably played a role into it. But
anyway, yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
The time jump. Although I understand why, but I just don't. Time jumps mess me up, and I'm like, but wait, we were just with what happened to Cornelius? What happened to Maurice? What happened to Rocket? Where the fuck is everybody? And then
I mean, going into it, I wasn't. That bothered me, but then they gave us the funeral scene, and it kind of like
wrapped it up. I like that because I thought we were just going to jump right into the new world, and I didn't. If that was the case, I would have felt very different.
Yeah. But since I got a funeral and I got to see my boy Ceasar laid to rest,
right,
and then they zoomed in on Cornelius.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I broke out.
But yeah, so I mean, other than that, the pacing, I guess, was kind of weird.
Pacing's a little weird.
It's a little slow in the beginning, and then when it does pick up, it gets really fast, and then you're like, oh, we're at the end.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I think they spent a little bit too much time world building, because they wanted us to see what had happened after all these years with the world. And I get that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's not much I didn't like. I mean,
yeah, there's not. I mean,
really, just like you said, the pacing, and then
there's nothing overtly like
jump.
I would say is bad. Nothing's bad about it. It's a good movie. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. Yeah. And the humans,
Oh yeah, let's talk.
We do got to talk about the humans.
Let's talk
a little
about
bit.
the end of the film.
So, I did this kind of almost made me tear up a little bit. So we meet Raka, and Noah goes on this journey to go find his clan, right? And he's trying to follow the trail that the other clan that took his clan left, right? So they're whatever. He's following them. He falls through a skylight-ish type thing.
Yes.
And he meets Raka. And Raka is wearing Caesar's signet. And because we know that he is in the Order of Caesar, which we had talked about earlier. So now we get to May. May is a very strange character who is she Judith Grimes from The Walking Dead?
Ooh.
May.
No.
Look it up.
No. She is in The Witcher. She plays Ciri in The Witcher. She does not play Judith.
Someone had told me that Judith Grimes was in this.
Nope. She might be mocapping a monkey, but that was not her. No.
Because she's way too young for that, right?
Yes, way too young.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Way too young.
Anyway.
Because the girl who plays her is Freya Allen. And she's in The Witcher, Kingdom. That's about it.
Yeah.
Then another movie called Baghead.
Well, let's talk about May. Humans.
Yeah, May.
So we see that there are now two, just like there are two different types of factions of apes, there's also two different types of humans now in the world because of the disease that was introduced way back in the first one that evolved in war into what we know it now.
Yeah.
So the original virus was the one that turned the apes smart and killed humans. It just killed people. It didn't do anything primarily other than that.
Yeah.
And we see that in Dawn, it gets to a point where humans are starting to become too starting to become immune to it.
Yeah.
And
then in
war, it's now turning humans.
Like they're losing intelligence. Like
they
can't speak.
They're becoming primal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. They're becoming more primal. They're becoming like apes, like how apes were. Mm-hmm. And so now we see that there are humans that are like, well, first of all, you see humans that are wearing just straight clothes.
Yeah.
And then there are humans that are wearing like rags.
Yeah.
Like cavemen clothing.
Yeah, like there's two distinctive groups of humans, and then they're the ones from that are in like the rags, like cavemen and stuff. Like when I saw that, I immediately thought of the original Planet of the Apes film from the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was cool. I'm not segueing or anything. I'm just saying, like, that's...
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it later.
He will talk about it because I've never watched them and I don't plan to, so...
But, I mean, at the end, essentially May is trying to get into this bunker that Proximus is also trying to get into because there's something in there that can help the human.
Well, Proximus sees that it was put there by humans, so he thinks that he knows that there is human technology in there that will help apes evolve into becoming the obvious dominant race of the planet. Yes. So May, we find out, is not a caveman human. She's a regular human. She's just a human.
Right. She can speak. She can speak. She's coherent. She can. The part when they're at the water,
dude,
and she
that
turns
part
to
was
them
so
and goes,
funny.
"My name is May," and Raka just drops.
Yeah,
goes,
like, dude, him and Noah were like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, and then May teaches Noah a bad word. She teaches him the word shit.
Oh yeah.
Later, because Anaya drops a bag of gunpowder, and May goes shit, and then Noah goes shit. And then, like, later in the movie, he falls, and she's, like, on his back as they're climbing up. Yeah. And he catches himself, and they're, like, both, like, kind of, like, okay, like, gathering themselves. Yeah, and then Noah goes, shit. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, but essentially, Noah teams up with May because he asked her if what was in the bunker can be destroyed.
He says, I have questions, and you're going to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out if I want to help you or not. Because basically we find out that she's been lying pretty much the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't as, like, gut-wrenching as, like, oh, that bitch.
Right.
But it was just more of, like, oh, okay. Like, she's...
I mean, like, I understood why she did what she did.
Yeah. Basically, we find out that she was sent by other humans that are like her to get whatever is in that bunker because it's very vital to the survival of humans.
Yeah, I mean, there's also, like...
I don't know what is on that disc.
Yeah.
Oh, was it just the connection? Like,
I think it was just to be able to talk because...
Yeah.
You see, she drops them off, and I was so confused. I'm like, okay, there's more humans, and then they're, like, all, like, you know, doing the thing on the computers and shit. I'm like, oh, damn.
Gave me very A New Hope vibes.
Oh, yeah. And then, like, there's a scene where before she brings it back to the humans, she goes to say bye to Noah.
Yeah.
And they're talking.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And
this bitch, bro. This bitch.
The camera pans to her behind, and she's holding a
Dude, she's holding a gun. She was going to kill, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't even do nothing.
And then he gave her the necklace.
He gave her Raka's necklace.
Yeah, the Order of Ceasar necklace. And I'm sitting there like, I swear to God.
Bro, she was going to cap him.
Yeah, she was.
But
she changed her mind. And
she's still an op. I don't care.
No, yeah, I don't like her. You know,
yeah.
Fuck you.
Like, dude, the whole movie, she's just trying to do... And this is what I'm talking about with the human thing, right? They're making it obvious that there is something in that bunker that can help humans become powerful again and become another dominant species on the planet. And the whole time I'm like, I don't care about that. I don't want that.
Yeah, I really don't.
No one wants that.
I don't.
And
like, you know what I really would think is cool? Like, let me see, instead of humans rise up to power again, let me get like another animal species.
See, like, what? I was thinking about this, but like what?
Let's see, like,
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, let's see, like...
there's nothing else on the planet that's more... What makes apes work is that they're like us, but they're actually better than us.
What if we had, like, apes and, like...
Yep.
Like bears.
What?
Like, come on. You know how... let me cook here. Because you... Listen, Mike...
You don't know.
He said, "Stay with me now."
Look up a picture. Stay with me. We locked. Look up a picture of a grizzly bear standing on his hind legs. Like,
but they don't do that often.
But if they become intelligent and they think like, oh shit, I could do this. Like,
You know, like the motherfuckers in Narnia.
Yeah. See, like, come on.
All right.
Like that.
All right, I got you.
Like that would be sick.
Yeah.
I don't need humans. Yeah, look at that.
Bro pulled up a picture of Boog. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah. I was thinking about that, though, about how apes are the perfect version of that because they are us, but they're better.
Yeah.
They are more intelligent. They're stronger. They are... They can use their feet to like grab stuff and
they mentioned that too. Remember when
Rocka's,
he was like and humans only can use their two appendages to grab onto things. Where if you're falling, you can't like use your feet.
Yeah,
I mean he's got a point. Like that'd be dope.
He does have a point. I think
I'm gonna go live with my ancestors in the jungle for a couple weeks and see if I can tap into their old.
Every single episode.
Okay, first off, Mike's the one that said it first
I don't
earlier.
think.
I'll take this one.
Yeah, but he has to bring something up every episode about it.
This is the episode to bring it up, in fairness.
Yes, we're talking literally about the apes and the planet of the apes.
Okay.
But there's a shot too after Noah and May.
Your
say
words,
goodbye.
not mine, buddy.
True. Noah and May say goodbye, and it cuts to Noah like looking up into the sky, and then it cuts to May looking up. Into
Don't
the
even
sky.
say it. Don't.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I know what you're.
No,
gonna
what do you
say.
think I'm gonna say?
Are they gonna go back to the original apes and like go to space and shit? Or like, is that what you're thinking about, or is they paying homage to that?
No, I think they might end up doing something with space. I don't think they're gonna like.
No. I would
Originally,
absolutely hate that.
I would too.
It would ruin the entire thing.
I would too.
Because that's the point about these movies is that it's our planet of apes.
Yeah.
It's not another. It's not space. It's not whatever.
It's
like I could see maybe if the humans ended up going to space, 'cause they're like, all right, well, our planet's fucked. We can go to space,
so
and they can stay here.
I don't think it would be out of the realm of possibility if like I wouldn't say war, more like maybe it could have happened during the events of War for Planet of the Apes, that the humans were like, okay, this is pretty bad, let's go up into space. And then something, I don't know. I think they might do something with space, which I don't want. I'd rather them just stay. And I do think it was paying homage to.
I think so.
To
But
the
I mean,
original.
I saw that at the end, and I didn't really know what to think about it. Like, I knew what she was looking at. She was looking at the thing, but I don't know what.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it, so.
What do you think they're going to do for the next one? Because they got 5 more films planned.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Y'all didn't know that?
So 2 more for this trilogy and then a whole other trilogy.
Whole other trilogy, yes.
Damn.
Yes. Y'all didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely didn't.
Yeah, they got 5 more movies planned.
I'm just a producer, bro.
No, yeah, true. Sorry.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, they got 5 more planned. I'm here for it.
Bro, bring back Ghost Caesar.
Yeah.
Like a Force Ghost, bro.
Yes.
Bring him.
Let me get
Bring
it.
him back. Yeah.
I just want Noah. No! I want Noah like swinging or something. He goes to do something. You just hear, no!
Yeah.
He turns around and it's just Caesar. Ape not kill ape.
Yeah.
That sure would be cool.
Oh, that was one thing I was going to bring up with the whole religion thing. Dude, Caesar's laws that he implements in like the first trilogy, like ape not kill ape or no. Or there's another one I was thinking of though. But I like the similarity between, and this kind of helps my case with like he's like the ape Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not kill, ape not kill ape.
Yep.
They're
Bro
very
literally
similar.
read the Bible with James Franco and said, yep, that's what I want.
It's very similar. Yeah. Mike is looking at me like I'm insane.
Mike, have you even ever watched these
No,
movies?
he hasn't.
Not even a minute.
Okay.
So it doesn't make. I understand that it sounds crazy from that perspective.
It's just crazy because he's also in his church attire because he came from church.
He's got a polo on that's buttoned up to the top of it. Like, bro, let that shit breathe, dog. You're
let's
turning
let that
red over
breathe,
there,
bro.
dude.
I want my chest to pop out.
Yeah.
But let's wrap it up here with Kingdom.
Yes, because we got a lot more to talk
But
about.
out of 10, or out of 5, what would you rate it?
No, we'll go out of 10.
Go out of 10? Okay, go out of 10.
I'll go. I think it's a good start, so I'm gonna go 8. Just solid 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna go half a point up, 8.5.
All right, yeah. Okay.
I like
Very
it.
fair. Yeah.
Very good. Good start. I can't wait to see what they do going forward.
Kingdom, really cool. I know we didn't really talk about Proxima, but Proxima is
He's
just kind of there.
He's there. He's a
He's
cool
there.
character, but like there wasn't a lot.
He's very powerful. He's a very powerful presence, but he's there.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, fun. Anyways, now we're gonna get to the old ones.
Yes.
I didn't. Are we talking about the originals?
Well,
The originals.
the original from the 60s and all
Yes.
that?
Is that
I
first? or
mean,
are we
we
talking
can't.
about
I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them.
Yeah, please don't.
I'm
'cause
just going to really talk about the first one from 1968.
Listen, this is all him. I
Yeah,
have
it's all
not
me.
watched a single second of any of these.
If you guys haven't watched it, please go watch it. It is great. And you're going to be like, oh, it's from the 60s. No, thank you. Just go watch it. It's a good film. You don't have to watch it. Yes, you do have to watch it. You don't have to watch it. Anyways.
You know what? Better yet, while he's doing this, I didn't get to eat today because I went straight to the movies to watch this movie. So I'm gonna go ahead, bro. It's all you.
Ain't no motherfucking way. Bro, just
So, bro, that donut's not going away.
shoved half the thing in his mouth.
It's still going to be there, bro. Chill.
That's mad funny coming from you, Mike. That's all I'm saying.
Mike's like, is there another donut in there?
Yeah, there is actually. You want it? You dress like color. You look like a different shade of color of Homer Simpson, bro. It's a pink donut in there. You want it?
I was going to wear my white one, but I knew you guys were going to call me fucking Peter Griffin.
Oh, I so would have too. Oh. Anyways, Planet of the Apes, 1968. What I love about this movie is how the apes are. So the apes are literally in suits for a reason, but like when I tell you, like there are times when I was watching it, like I couldn't even really tell that it wasn't like. The way they did it was very good. On when they blinked, it was actually like a lid. I didn't see the human's lid, like when they blinked or whatever. The story's great. They start off in space. I know you hate space, but it's essentially it basically starts off 4 astronauts are going into hypersleep. They're going to sleep for a while and then land on a new planet, and then they crash land. Don't know where they are, but they know they've gone 3,000 years into the future.
I know what you're talking about, bro. This shit's gas as fuck. I'm gonna be real. This shit's good.
Anyways,
Listen, bro. All I'm listening to is monkey, space, hypersleep. That's all I got.
anyways,
That's all I got.
him and his fellow astronauts think they're on a whole new planet. And they're running around trying to find proof of life, and they find a bunch of other humans, just like the ones in Kingdom. They're wearing caveman stuff, and they don't speak. And they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then there's like this alarm sound that goes off, and these monkeys just come right in on horseback, and they start capturing, shooting them. Like they just take them all. And in the process, the main guy, Captain Taylor, I can't remember who plays him, so that's my fault.
And then Tony Stark shows up out of nowhere, and this
Slap
big
the
purple
shit.
guy
I'ma
with a
slap the shit out
golden glove.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Anyways, he gets shot in the neck, so while he's recovering, he can't speak, and one of the lead ape scientists takes an interest in him, and then he
What's
shows
his name?
It's a girl. Her name is.
Wow, 404. I was gonna say, damn.
That's wild.
Bro. I really didn't care that much. I was just asking to ask. You can go ahead. Keep going. I'm not. Listen.
Well, I want to know now.
It says her name is Network Connectivity.
Doctor
Actually says her name
Zero.
is Paige Not Found.
It's a girl. Her name is Zira. She's a doctor, and then her husband is Cornelius.
Ah.
Yes. So they take an interest in him and want to learn about him, and basically the entire movie he's trying to escape from them. Get
Escape
out.
the
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes.
yeah, he's trying to escape, and they're trying to prove to the monkey council that he's intelligent and that he's not a harm and all this other stuff. And basically at the end of the movie, it gets revealed that he never left Earth. He's on Earth. It was just 3,000 years.
Whoa!
Yeah. You got to watch it. It's hard to sit here and explain.
Never watching that. It sounds like the worst fucking movie I've
You
ever
need
heard.
to sit there and watch it because it's
I
great.
could.
The writing's great. The pacing's great.
I would rather watch the original Dune.
No,
than
that is terrible.
That sounds
beyond
awful.
Dude, I promise you, it's way better. Mike, why are you looking like that?
Because I'm the producer. I'm trying to make sure you guys good.
No, Mike's really looking at the box of donuts. He's trying to smell the last one. He's trying to see what flavor it is.
Is it really? Is it really?
Anyways, go watch them. There's 5 films: Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, and then Battle for the Planet of the Apes. Please go watch them all. They're all great. I love them all. But there was one that came out in 2001 by one of your favorite directors,
Yeah, I know.
Tim Burton, with Mark Wahlberg.
Unfortunately, he does miss.
And he missed widely with this one. This one, I understand what he was trying to do, but it focuses more on action than story,
Which is not like him.
No, not at all.
It doesn't sound like him.
And he took more inspiration too from the novel that the original Planet of the Apes was based on, called Monkey Planet, by some French dude. Loosely translated to English, it's Monkey Planet or Planet of the Apes, but Monkey Planet is the correct one.
I like that one a lot.
But yeah, basically in his one, it's more of like a dark war planet than it is anything.
I mean, it is Tim Burton.
Yeah, and all the humans that are there talk. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing really special about, like, Mark Wahlberg lands there and he's just trying to escape. And, like, it's just...
Was it technically trying to be a reboot?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But it missed and it was terrible. Yeah.
Well, the new reboot didn't miss.
No, not at all.
So now are we going to...
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So now we're getting into the original trilogy that I know of. Started in 2011.
Yes.
I knew that. Andy Serkis, dude. Homie does not miss.
No.
He's nuts.
Oh, he is. He literally is the best mocap actor.
We were
ever.
talking about this. We were talking about
Yes.
this. So the guy Andy Serkis has been doing mocap for a while. He's most prominently known for his mocap motion capture. Get with it, bro. Figure it out. You got it. I believe in you. But he's best known for his biggest mocap role, I would say, in Lord of the Rings as Gollum.
Yes.
He's
Actually returning to play him.
Yes, he is in the movie.
Yes.
Spinoff. movie?
It's called Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah. So he was Gollum. He was Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really cool. And then, obviously, he was Caesar. So he's very, very good at this stuff. And he also directed. Yeah, he was Snoke too. Yes, he was. And he was also he also directed Venom 2: Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah, he's also Alfred in the Batman.
Yes, he is.
He played. He didn't play anyone, but he directed a movie called Mowgli. It's like
that
spin-off
Netflix
of-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I enjoyed. I thought
Never
it was,
watched it, but okay.
He directed the Venom movie too.
Yeah,
I just said that, bro.
Yep.
I literally just said that. Still focused on that donut, huh? You want it? It's right here. We also got Rocket in this trilogy, and Rocket, I bring him up is because is he the motion capture artist for Kong period throughout all of the new movies?
I think it's just
just Skull
Island.
Island.
I think it's just Skull Island.
Okay. So we got two Kongs, and then they both went into play apes for these movies.
Yes.
So
They were phenomenal.
yes, amazing job on both of their ends. But Ceasar, boy, oh boy,
I think Andy Serkis.
I can't tell if it's the writing or if it's Andy Serkis or just the direction or
Dude,
I don't know what it is about it, but
I think most of it
Ceasar
is-
just has a presence.
He's him.
He just has. People are saying on like all over TikTok and Twitter, he just has an aura.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like, dude, this motherfucker can stop all commotion with just standing up or like raising his hand, and everyone just goes dead silent.
Yeah.
It's
and I mean,
awesome.
like
Humans listen to him. Like, I mean, who the fuck wouldn't listen to an ape
I mean,
talk,
Malcolm
but,
literally
like,
was like, he is incredible.
yeah, like
he's remarkable.
he just has a presence all over these movies. Like when someone fucks with Ceasar, you're like, oh, they're cooked.
Yeah.
They're done.
Dude. And Andy Serkis, I don't think gets enough credit for what he did.
No, not at all.
I really think
I would have given him an Oscar.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was going to say.
I would have given
Like,
him an Oscar.
The performance, yes, it's mocap. Yes, he's playing a character, but
He's so good at
oh
conveying.
my goodness,
The
amount
emotion
of
and-
emotion that
yeah.
man puts into it, and how you just, it's like you sit there and you're like, oh, like I care about this character now. I care about
And you
an
can't
ape.
even like describe exactly what Ceasar, what his motivations are,
No.
because he loves humans and he loves apes.
Yes.
And he comes to find out that you can't mix those two.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, and you can't mix them.
Which is unfortunate. But yeah.
And it's difficult for him to lead because of that. And it's just the way that he holds himself as a leader and the way that he commands others. And he's incredible. He's
Yeah.
incredible. And Rise is a great, it's a great first movie. A lot of world building. It's not nearly as Planet of the Apes as I think people were expecting. What's the Rotten Tomato score on that?
on that one, 82.
Rise?
Yeah.
82? Okay.
Yeah, 82. Dawn is 91. Wars 94.
So Rise is the one with James Franco.
Yes, and Malfoy.
Yeah, Draco Malfoy being a
Draco
dick
Malfoy.
as usual.
Yeah, and
He
has
dropped
the-
out. We dropped out of Hogwarts and went to go abusing apes.
Yeah, and he has the famous, get your damn stinking paws off me, you
Damn dirty ape.
damn dirty
Yeah.
ape. Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
that's a classic line from the originals, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, yeah, continue.
Why would you even?
Sorry, continue. Yeah, Rise.
We trying to stay having
yeah.
So anyway, Rise is a good intro movie.
Great.
We get to see Caesar grow up and how that is. And
Did you know the baby Caesar, when he's like on the bed jumping with James and all that, Andy did all that?
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
And James had to he said it was weird trying to act and pretend to take care of a baby when it's this big grown man
Right.
sitting there acting again. And I just think that was funny. I
Yeah.
thought that was hilarious.
I mean, that's Andy Serkis. He's very good at that type of stuff, so it would not surprise me. There's not really a whole lot to say about Rise. Rise, he gets taken away from James Franco, and that's when he meets the apes.
Yeah.
He's the only intelligent ape out of all of them, besides Maurice.
yeah, Maurice, because Maurice was a circus orangutan, so
But he learned sign language
learned, yeah.
through them, and that's not that's before. So, you know, at the beginning of the movie, there is James Franco is a scientist, and he's trying to cure Alzheimer's. So he creates a virus that attacks something in the body that would kill Alzheimer's from the brain.
Yeah.
So, and it does work. It does, but eventually, the body rejects it, and it becomes a sickness.
Yeah.
And if you don't even have Alzheimer's, it just skips that entirely, and you just start getting sick and you die.
Yeah.
So all that happens in the first movie, and they call
The
these new apes, they call them bright eyes.
Yeah.
Because when the apes get affected by it, it has a weird effect where it just makes them insanely smart.
Yeah.
And their eyes change color, and they become visibly more intelligent.
Yeah.
So Caesar picks up on sign language. He's teaching himself sign language on his own. He learns how to speak on his own. He frees the apes and all this whatever from evil Draco Malfoy.
I mean, there's that one scene, and in Rise of the Planet of the Apes when Caesar's sitting there in his little cage and he's got his arms like this and they're letting all the monkeys out and it zooms in on his eyes and his eyes just like move and track. Like I was sitting there, I was like, wow, that is like.
And back then, I mean, 2011.
That CG on that is crazy.
It is, but it's not nearly as good as it gets.
Oh yeah, without a
so yeah, it's pretty remarkable to see where they were able to go. So Rise, Caesar breaks out all the apes and he goes and he steals the virus that made him smart and he gives it to the rest of them.
Yeah.
And making all the apes around them equally as smart, and they start to take over the planet. So now we get to Dawn, my personal favorite movie. I love Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I think it is hands down the best one. I'm not gonna lie. Would you agree with that?
Used to, but I have rewatched War, and
War is good.
I
don't think it's as good as Dawn.
I just love War for the Planet of the Apes. It just
The reason why I like Dawn is just because of where we get to see Caesar and how strong he is.
Yeah.
And then Koba, you know, it goes back to the Jesus thing. I'm telling you, it's a really, really apparent, what do you call that?
Parallel?
Yeah.
No.
It's very, very apparent.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think the reason why
Jesus has his disciples, Caesar has his too, and one of them turns on him.
Yeah.
Like Koba is Judas,
Yeah.
but just way more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think why I like War so much is it's way more emotional.
I didn't really get that because
Like-
nothing really happens aside from the very end.
I mean, his wife and child.
Yeah,
get
but we
killed.
didn't really know them. And
Whoa,
throughout Dawn,
whoa.
all throughout Dawn,
New Blue Eyes,
yeah, but all throughout Dawn, that kid is just a little prick the entire movie.
as teenagers are.
But he's just an asshole.
Yeah.
So by the time he dies in War, I'm like, okay, bet.
But
It didn't affect me as it did the rest of them.
I just think it was like because you were seeing, and I think seeing the aftermath and the effect of what Koba did on not only Caesar and the humans, but like also the other apes, like the donkeys that were helping the humans, and seeing that, I just thought was a real like, damn.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And like Bad Ape is phenomenal.
Oh my god,
I love Bad Ape.
Bad Ape's hilarious.
And then the whole scene when he gets in there and the general's talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, the general's like, yeah, I had to kill my son." Or the colonel.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I had to kill
Or
my
has
son."
as that one ape calls him, Kurna.
Colonel, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just really like it. I thought it was really cool. And then the part when he goes in there to, actually kill the colonel, and he's laying there on the bed, and he is now unable to speak.
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy's performance is the best part of that movie.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it ain't my favorite. I like Dawn a lot more.
I mean, all three of those films.
I watched Dawn again this morning just in anticipation for this because I think Dawn is it's the perfect point in the timeline of these movies that you can watch that like encapsulates the whole ape world.
Yeah, I agree.
As a whole, you know what I'm saying?
Like-
It's as the humans are starting to kind of die off from the apex, and now the apes are taking over. Caesar is very much, dude, in the freaking makeup, their war paint.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's so hard, dude.
There's a video on YouTube by this channel called Corridor Crew, and they reacted to the visual effects.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And they had one of the guys who worked on the Apes movies with them, and dude, the way they show how they track the rain and did the war paint and everything, it's so sick. You need to watch
it
Highly
looks
recommend
great.
I actually just read an article that I really like, based on your analogy.
Yeah.
It says that he's you're wrong. You're really on the right track with the Jesus to Caesar thing, but he's actually closer to Moses. Here's the reasons: A, son of royalty; B, adopted; freed the slaves. So Moses did. He comes exhausted for pushing for a peaceful outcome. The plagues come, and Pharaoh's firstborn son dies. In the Apes movies, somebody played by Woody Harrelson also loses his firstborn. Like I say, leads them to freedom through a desert. And then Caesar and Moses both famously never enter the promised land. They die within the sight of it. Like they get so close. So Moses is like a really
good. What was that? Let's plug that. What was that from?
Yeah, it's
Who wrote it?
Written by Pop versus God. Oh no, Joe Pemberton. I'll link it. Down.
Yeah, I was gonna say link it in the video.
If you didn't catch all that, Mike, just raise your audio or like subtitle it so people can know what you're saying, because that's really cool.
But I think you were on a good track with the biblical.
I personally like the Jesus one because I think it works a little bit more as more of the leader of a sense, and that he literally becomes the face of a religion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But that was really, what was the website? I mean, we'll say it, like
we'll
I said.
put it in there.
From the Medium. So
The Medium.
I thought it was really interesting.
Did an article saying, if you didn't catch what Mike said, I mean, like I said, we'll put subtitles, but like we saying that instead of Jesus, Moses, because of
for
X,
Ceasar,
Y, and Z. What was that animated Moses movie?
Oh my gosh. By DreamWorks?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
the only
Prince of Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Great movie.
Prince of Egypt.
I remember seeing that one live action one with Russell Crowe.
Ew, no.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt is way better. Anyway, so yeah, that's cool. Thanks, Mike. But yeah, so where were we? Rise or Dawn? No, we were talking about kind of both.
Yeah, we were kind of just.
Oh, also, this is where we're going to talk about the time jumps, because there's a lot.
Yeah, because they're
in the Apes movies.
because in Dawn,
Dawn,
from the end
so
of
from
Rise, it was 10
years.
10 years. Yeah, because he says 10 winters.
Yes, because he does. He does.
And then
well, and then
War.
from War is 2 more years.
Is it
Yes.
really?
They say 2 years in the beginning. That like little opening thing. I'm like 90% sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike, you want to check that out for me?
What? How?
The timeline of each movie, but I'm pretty sure it's from Rise, which takes place in 2011,
Right.
and then it jumps to 2021.
Yes.
And then 2 more years would be 2023,
Right.
and then
Kingdom.
300 years.
Kingdom. I'm just gonna say I think it's 150 years. I don't think
Yeah.
it's exactly 300.
Because, like I said, I think that disease would have wiped out humans by that point. I mean,
But-
I find it hard to believe that for 300 years humans were just sitting around doing nothing,
Yeah.
like trying to get people to talk with each. Like, get the fuck out of here.
No.
Really?
I don't. They're all great. Matt Reeves did a fantastic job.
Oh,
with
Matt
that.
Reeves.
Love
Matt Reeves, dude.
I'm excited for what he's doing with the Batman.
Also,
Wes Ball and what he's about to do with the Planet of the Apes. But if anyone comes up to me and they're like, "Yeah, I like Rise over Dawn," or "I like War over Dawn,"
There's
Dawn
really
over
no
War,
right answer.
I'm gonna sit there and be like, "Valid.
Okay, yeah.
Okay." Like,
There's
I don't have
no-
a problem with that.
there is no right answer to
Yeah,
that question.
yeah.
To that, me personally, I like Dawn because I like the inner conflict.
Yeah.
I like how Koba. I was just watching it this morning, so I like how Koba, in the beginning, he is Judas,
Mm-hmm.
right? He follows Caesar to the very end, and he literally says, "You freed me. I would do whatever you ask." But these humans, they're evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he feels that way, and to an extent, we are. we're horrible creatures to this planet.
Yeah. Like, I love the part when he goes, "Human work, human work." Like,
yeah,
I'm just
dude.
like,
And then he yells at Caesar, and Caesar just,
yeah. And Toby Cabell,
yeah, dude.
who plays
Look
Koba,
at his IMDb because he's been in some stuff that I'm.
so
Yeah,
good,
dude. Yeah.
so good.
I would argue, like we were talking about with our we've kind of brought this up among several episodes. We talked about it in Pirates.
He played Victor Von Doom in that horrible Fantastic Four movie.
That's what I was thinking.
He was
Mike,
in-
hear that?
He was in Warcraft.
The guy who played Koba in the second movie, the main villain, is the guy who played Doom in the
Michael B. Jordan.
Miles Teller
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's a good
Just
actor.
That one movie. It's
That
just
one movie, he
It's
didn't
that one
really
movie.
have much chance to make it great.
That movie almost ruined Michael B. Jordan.
It almost did.
Except, then we got Creed.
Yeah, so
It was
you know,
all right.
he saved himself basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Him and Sylvester Stallone.
An absolute banger.
Absolute bang-a-linger. Yeah. But yes, dude, I think Koba is top 5 movie villains of all time.
Oh yeah, I put top 3.
Koba, he don't fuck around, man.
No, he don't.
When he says apes follow Koba now, and then he says Caesar weak, and he's like,
I love that because the Kobo
Caesar
goes,
weaker.
fucking kid. I love that whole movie's great. And then,
I mean, it's crazy though because Koba, it's that's why I'm saying it's so hard to follow. It's hard to pick a side because
It is.
Koba has great
he
points.
has great points.
And he's not just saying stuff out of spite. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's angry, and yes, he just wants humans to die, but he has very good reasons for it.
Like the part when he shoots...
Like, dude, he's a fucked up looking dude, man. Like he's got scars all over his face.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the part when he shoots Ceasar, when Caesar's up there and he looks down and he sees Koba. Like, when I saw that, I was like, damn, Koba looks like he's happy what he's about to do, but he also kind of looked a little like...
hesitant.
This isn't what I want to do, but you're making me do it.
And you can see, I was going to bring this up too, you can see throughout the film, this is more akin to like the visual effects department for these movies, but you can see how Koba devolves. Mm-hmm. You can see him fall into the point where he's going to betray Caesar. Mm-hmm. What's up?
So according to IMDb, Rise of the Planet of the Apes takes place in July of 2016. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes takes place 10 years after, so 2026. War for the Planet of the Apes takes place 2 years after that in 2028. And then Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes takes place in 2328, 300 years after.
Yeah, no.
No. A 10-year jump, a 2-year jump, and a 300-year jump.
Yeah.
2016?
2016.
That movie? No.
Yeah, that's weird.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, it says chronologically it takes place.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, but the 300-year thing, I don't think that's true. Unless Westball comes up to and says,
unless he has a reason. Yeah. Like, unless he kind of explains what humans have been doing for 300 years, I'm not going to believe that.
Yeah, no, 150 is the most.
But again, first one, we'll see. He's got 5 more movies to explain it to us.
Yeah, I mean, and he's going to get those movies made because...
this movie did phenomenal. 80 on Rotten Tomatoes. I did catch
80 on that. And then its production was $160 million. And they have made... so far, $294 million at the box office.
Holy shit.
Worldwide. Now, the most highest grossing Planet of the Apes film ever is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, no.
And that one was $170 million production budget, and it made $710 million.
Wow.
Worldwide. And then War, and then that's a crazy jump. War for the Planet of the Apes made $489 million, and then Dawn makes almost $800 million.
Wow.
That's wild.
Huh. I wonder what that was about.
I mean...
that's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I think that about does it for our Planet of the Apes talk today.
Yeah.
Oh, but let me finish my Koba thing because Mike rudely interrupted
What's
me.
a wonderful day.
So, Koba, you can see his descent by the fact that when, in the beginning of the movie, his brow lines.
Oh, yeah.
He's very, like they're very turned in. Right, so like I'm an artist. I like to draw, and one thing is like learning how to convey emotion, and that's one thing that's very heavy to conveying emotion is eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right. So you can see him. His jaw is a lot more. Oh my God, no! Fuck. Oh, he was about to be destroyed for the last like 5 minutes of this podcast. Look at Mike, bro. He's turning red, dude. Put it back.
I honestly just wanted to see what you would do.
You had something to say.
No, I just wanted to see what you would do.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
I thought you were about to make monkey noise into the mic. I was about to beat you up.
Caesar is home.
What are you really good at, bro?
Well, and they do the whole.
Oh my God!
No, I'm getting out of here, bro. Thank you for watching.
That does it for this episode. See you guys next week when we talk about another movie or movies. All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.